Well, me and Bear made it to Conway, Arkansas. Real nice lady named Barbara helped us get here. She was heading to Molliant. It was like 20 miles west from here. But like, I just had a weird instinct, you know, just to go out and fly and try to get a ride or whatever. So I got out the exit, and she pulls over, and I'm smiling and waving like I always do. And so she pulls over, and she come to give us some money. And she's seen that on the other side of my sign, it said I was trying to get a ride, and I was. And I was like, I mean, I'm hungry too, but I'm trying to get a ride back to Oklahoma. But if, there's a pilot just 15 miles up the road, if you could get me up to that, I could have a better chance to get a ride. And so she was like, well, all right. And she asked me, she said, you're not a bad person, are you? And I was like, no, I'm just a little sad, but that's why I'm a homeless traveler. And so she's like, meet me at McDonald's. So she gives me 20 bucks, and I go over to McDonald's, buy me and Bear some food. And then she pulls over, and she went out. She went to the store, so I went over there and meet her there. And she said, "Oh, I thought you were meeting me at McDonald's." And I was like, "Yeah, but I figured, you're already heading out." But she was like, "Let me make some room. You go get you something to eat." So I did. She came back over there. She got us, and when she told me where she was going, I was just expecting she was going to drop me off at the pilot. But as soon as me and Bear got in the car, she said that we were more than welcome to travel with her to, it's just a town 20 miles up the road. So, and I was like, hey, that's too good. This is exactly where I was needing to be to take my rest spot, make some money. And it's a lot cooler here. Even though it says it's 91 degrees, it's not as humid as it was down east of Memphis. So on the other side of the river, it was horrible. So me and Bear are much better now. We've eaten good. We had some Kentucky Fried Chicken and some spicy McChickens, and we're in the spot where we first started panhandling, our first journey after my separation and all the stuff that happened. And this was the place where I was rewarded for my walking all the way from Oklahoma on the tracks, like almost 200 miles in a few weeks of traveling. Well, the reason why all this started is 11 years ago, after my separation and some really messed up shit was done to me, I tried to take my own life. And a homeless man found me under the bridge in McAllister, passed out from loss of blood because I didn't do it right. I didn't do it vertically, so it clotted on me. Well, he shook me awake, and I got up enough to go to call my friend, and he came, and they took me to the hospital. And I was low, really low. But that's why I decided to be a traveler, a homeless man, a hobo, whatever you want to call it. Because I thought if that man cared enough for a stranger like that to help me, he could just let me die, took my money out of my wallet, and just bounced. Could have just robbed me. But he didn't. He still had my stuff when I got out of the hospital. Gave it back to me. Well, out of not just the hospital, but jail. And it blew my mind, it really did. So I thought, I'm gonna go across country and I'm gonna socialize with homeless people, find out what makes them them, what humbles them. Lay down. And so I did. And for 11 years I've traveled this country, socializing with the broken and the lost. And you know what I found out? They're better than the richest, most powerful, coolest people. You know what I mean? They're cooler than any of these yuppies out here, hands down. And so like this lady, Barbara, she gave me a ride, got me all the way here. And I've been here a few times. It's one of my stop spots in between here and Shakota. I got Shakota, here, and West Memphis are the best flying spots. The Walmarts. Shakota, this Walmart in Conway, Arkansas, and West Memphis. They're the best and everywhere I've been. Like, no lie. Van Buren's pretty good too, but here they're $200 an hour spots. That's why I like them. Without a dog. So, I got Bear back. We're doing great. I'm loving it. I'm gonna get me some new gear. I gotta get me a new backpack. It's all ripped all to hell. I'm gonna rent me a hotel room tonight, or not tonight, tomorrow, and take a shower and do some laundry. You know, get cleaned up, shave my mustache off, and then I'll make enough to get a gallon of water, food, fill us up. We'll get a few nights rest on a bed, and then we'll head out. We'll start walking down the interstate. I don't even have to stand at no exits no more. I can just hit that interstate. I know all the best camps. I know all the water sources. I'm 197 miles from Shakota. I'll get a ride. And here in this state, they do not give a fuck that you're walking on the interstate. They will not. I'm telling you, I've never been stopped or arrested, harassed at all between Arkansas and, where was it, Arizona. Even Arizona, it's kind of, I've had help by the cops take me further in Arizona, but they, you know, they do have a problem with it because it's a desert, you know. I walked across dead man's land or whatever it is, 100 miles of fucking desert. No bullshit. I've done it many times. A couple times with Bear. But it was in the winter, you know. Bear's loving it, man. He's already perking up. He knows where we're at. As soon as we got here, he's excited. We ran all the way to all the spots he's peed on before. He just, yeah, the smell's gone, but, you know, he remembers. Everywhere across this whole country, he remembers every camp we've been to, every spot we stopped for Wi-Fi, and he remembers. All these years. Ain't bad for a 60-year-old man, are you? I mean, in dog years. Probably older than that, but. Yeah. Love it, y'all. So anyways, I'm home because the way I see it is when I get to Conway, I'm home. Because I've been it for many times between Conway and Oklahoma City, back and forth, even when I was just dicking around home, you know. It's all downhill from here. My bad, it's all flat. Hardly no hills from here. Yeah, way better than the fucking mountains. But thank you, Barbara. Appreciate you for helping me get back my faith in humanity. And I hope you're blessed in your life. And thank you for helping me get home for another chance to get right. And you know, I'm gonna go back to my ranch job. And yeah, it's gonna be great. So peace, God bless, and stay wild, live free, and travel light.